In modern infantry operations, speed and agility can define success. To bridge the gap between heavy armored combat vehicles and dismounted infantry, the U.S. Army introduced the Infantry Squad Vehicle, the ISV. Light, nimble, and built to travel where heavier machines cannot, the ISV's mission is to take soldiers farther, faster, and with less strain on their endurance before the fight even begins. The need for the ISV came from a clear capability gap. Infantry units were either marching on foot for miles, carrying heavy loads into battle, or arriving in armored, logistically demanding vehicles that were difficult to transport to remote areas. The Army sought something in between, rapidly deployable, light enough to be moved by air, and able to transport an entire squad across rugged terrain without slowing them down. Past experiences had shown that when vehicles couldn't carry all squad members together, units often had to split into multiple transports, losing speed, cohesion, and tactical flexibility. In 2020, the Army selected GM Defense to build the ISV, basing it on the proven Chevrolet Colorado ZR2 platform and incorporating 90% commercial off-the-shelf components. This approach wasn't just about cost, it was about speed. Leveraging existing automotive parts allowed the Army to avoid lengthy military-specific design timelines. The result was an acquisition process that moved at an unprecedented pace for a combat vehicle program. Within just 120 days of awarding the contract, the first ISVs were delivered to soldiers. By 2023, the program reached full-rate production approval, with a planned procurement of over 2,500 vehicles for use across airborne, light infantry, and ranger units. At its heart, the ISV is powered by a 2.8-liter Duramax turbo diesel engine, producing around 275 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission. Weighing just under 5,000 pounds, it carries a payload of 3,200 pounds, enough for 9 fully equipped soldiers and some mission-essential gear. It boasts a high-performance suspension system, skid plates, and reinforced off-road tires adapted from the ZR2's design, giving it exceptional traction and handling over sand, mud, snow, and rocky terrain. One of the ISV's greatest strengths is its transportability. It can be sling-loaded beneath a UH-60 Black Hawk for short-range movements, carried inside or underneath a CH-47 Chinook for larger deployments, and even airdropped from C-130 or C-17 transport aircraft. This flexibility allows commanders to insert infantry units quickly into contested or remote environments without relying on existing road networks. In scenarios where speed and surprise are critical, such as seizing key terrain or cutting off enemy escape routes, the ISV provides a decisive mobility advantage. However, the ISV is not an armored fighting vehicle, nor was it intended to be. It lacks ballistic armor and heavy weaponry, relying instead on speed, agility, and route selection to avoid direct enemy contact. It is a personnel carrier designed to move soldiers, not to fight alongside tanks in a head-on engagement. This limitation means it is best used in conjunction with heavier combat vehicles or in missions where stealth and maneuver outweigh raw protection. Operational testing revealed other trade-offs. While the ISV can technically carry 9 soldiers, space is tight, especially when squads are loaded with rucksacks, ammunition, and water for extended operations. Carrying full sustainment loads may require additional vehicles or supply drops. And because every squad needs a driver, there is always one fewer rifle in the fight when the team dismounts. Additionally, increasing the number of motorized elements on the battlefield can place added strain on logistics and movement coordination, particularly in congested or restrictive terrain. Despite these challenges, the Army views the ISV as a force multiplier in the right context. It excels at rapid troop insertion, casualty evacuation, and light resupply. In large-scale combat operations, ISVs can move infantry to forward positions behind armored spearheads such as the M10 Booker, then quickly reposition to exploit mobility corridors or respond to emerging threats. For airborne and light infantry formations, units that often operate with minimal heavy vehicle support, the ISV significantly expands their operational reach and tempo. Soldiers in the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions, the 25th Infantry Division, and the Ranger Regiment have praised the ISV for its durability, fuel efficiency, and ease of maintenance. Units have also adapted the vehicle to fit their needs, adding communication systems, weapon mounts, camouflage netting, and custom storage solutions to tailor it for specific missions and environments. The Infantry Squad Vehicle represents more than just a new piece of equipment. It reflects a broader modernization strategy. The Army is shifting away from older, one-size-fits-all vehicles like the Humvee, moving toward a fleet of purpose-built platforms optimized for specific roles. In a world where battlefields are increasingly influenced by drones, dispersed operations, and rapid maneuver, the ISV's strength lies not in heavy armor, but in its ability to deliver soldiers exactly where they need to be, when they need to be there. It is not protection, but presence. Not overwhelming firepower, but unmatched pace. The ISV was built for a new kind of fight, one where mobility is the edge that wins the day.